Hello, I'm Pete. Welcome back to Sable. We're in Eccria. We've got loads of quests on the go. I'm going to talk to Garay first because he's right here. Garay grunts hello. I have some questions about the power cut. He scratches himself and spits on the ground before giving me a shrug. Any idea why someone might have taken the core? Garay smells. It is not the worst or most pungent smell, not rot or bile or anything so pointedly awful. No, Garay's smell is like old dust, tinged with stale oil and ground into the fabric of old garments, or buried under fingernails. It clings to him, and I turn away just a little as he answers me. Heard about a big sale going down in the Sarai recently. Not sure what, but it caused a stir, let's say. Whatever it is, it's long gone by now. He shrugs, and so I press him a little further, asking if he had any idea who the seller was. As far as I heard, it was some machinist with a mushroom habit. Not sure how true that is, but let's say it's come up a few times. Hamza, yeah. Could this machinist be Hamza? I add him to my list of suspects. I could ask more questions. Where were you when the power went out? Cafe. I cross my arms, mostly out of impatience, but it seems to work on Garay somehow. All right, I got in a little scrap. Is that what you want to hear? Nothing to do with anything, and probably not your business, but sure. Had a fight, power went out, broke it up. I keep my arms crossed. End of story. I've got nothing else. I could ask more questions. Who do you think did it? He stares at me for a few seconds, and I mistake it for consideration before I realise he's looking at me like I'm stupid. I don't name names, and even if I did, beats me who did this. But more power to him, I say. There is a pause, and then he laughs loudly. You get it? More power to him? Very funny. I muster a false laugh for him, but it almost seems to offend. He waves me off. I could ask more questions. No, I couldn't. I've asked them all. I'm done here. All right, so I think those three suspects are the lot. So it is time to probably make an accusation. But, oh, I see pomegranates. Let's harvest these. They're worth 10 cuts each. So, business in Eccria. Let's take stock. So there's, of course, the heartbreak in the city. We need to make an accusation about who stole the power thingy. We need to find Nezz, who is still hiding somewhere, and I feel absolutely terrible. How long are they going to continue hiding? Forever? For days? Will they starve? And I need to get Tedge's flour. And that is all the business that is in this place at the moment. Let's go get Tedge's flour, eh? I'm going to summon my bike, just so I can get over there a bit quicker. Our bike accelerates nice and fast now that we've got our upgrade, which is very cool. Okay, now, don't want to go into the water. That would be bad. We do need to get... Was it up onto... I think it was that rock over there. Yeah, one of these tall ones. Anyway, let's go rock to rock. This might not be the best place to start. I'll probably hit the water before I get to the next stopping point. Oh, hold on. I've just seen another one of those little mask symbols. In the previous episode, I was feeling a bit lost, but... Okay, well, that explains what could have happened. Yeah, I can't remember whether I'm going for... Okay, it looks like I'm going for this one here. Do I have enough stamina to climb up this? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's try climbing these platforms. So this overhang is going to do for me. So I think I probably need to start at the other end. Yeah, if I'm going from top of platform to top platform, I probably can't get to that. So I want to get on top of this one here first, I think. So maybe I can get there from here. Okay, this is a good start. Little things fly away. Camera goes completely bonkers. Climb a tree. This ain't going to work. Alright, I think I can get to that platform there with a bit of glidage. There we go. When I have just seen a chum over there, we'll go and get that next. Right, Platform to platform. Oh, no, I missed it. Am I going to... No. All right, back round we go. Might as well just go and get that chum egg while I'm here. So, I want to get onto that platform. And I think, looking at my options, yeah, I need to climb back up to this thing over here. Alright, here we go. We're back on this platform. Let's not make the same mistake again. Let's make the jump clean and confident. No problem. Okay, let's make sure we're getting a good run up here. And then finally up here. We have the oasis flower for Tej. Tej was on the docks down there, so should be able to get there in one run. I'm just going to look around in case there's anywhere I want to glide to pick up anything useful. Yeah, there's a chum over there. Let's go grab that. Alright. Now let's go and give Tej the flower. Hello, Tej. Hi there. I approach with the saunter of one used to heroism. My new friend bounces up and down, little fists pushed together over their chest. That was amazing. You're such a good hoverer. Weren't you watching? I was terrible. I hand the flower over to an excited gasp and grasping hands. As they tuck it delicately away, stem first, they tell me they're going to dry it and keep it forever in a book they've started with their best friend who lives nearby. They have nearly 50 flowers now, and are splitting the book in two so they might keep one half in each of their homes. This particular flower, they say, will go to their friend. She has looked at it many times and wished for it, and now that wish may be granted, because a stranger came their way. I tell them it was a pleasure, and they give me an unexpected hug around the waist. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the best. They aren't wrong. They dig around in their pocket for a moment and pull something out. I expect it to be a little bug or some dirt or possibly an old toy, but instead they produce an entertainer's badge. Here, you're really nice, so you can have this. I ask if they wouldn't prefer to hang on to it. There's plenty of use for such things later. I get a shake of the head. I think this one's for you. I'll get my own one day. I tell them I'm sure they will, and leave with a wave. See you later, glider. Another quest is complete. All right, we're making our way through all of the various Eccria quests. But we do still need to find Nezz. Nezz is in the town somewhere and they're waiting for me. Let's have a look, see if there's any corners that we haven't inspected yet. They're probably not very well hidden because both of the kids so far have been stood pretty much in the open. It's just a question of running around until I find them. God, I really don't want to have to go back to Nezz's parents and say, okay, this is kind of awkward, but I lost your Nezz. Maybe they can give me a hint. You can join our gang if you like. I feel like having lost your friend, it would be a bit awkward at this stage. Oh, is this you? Ah, there's Nezz. Ah, you did find me. You found the others first? Yes, that means I win. I found you all. Doesn't that mean I win? No, I don't think so. I definitely win. Anyway, you're pretty fun for a grown-up, so you can have this badge. You need 3 of these, then you can wear the entertainer's mask. I thank them for the game and the badge and say goodbye. As I leave, I feel a small pang in my heart. I miss Sama and the rest of the clan. I wonder what she'd think of me taking up the entertainer's mask. Alright, nice. 2 entertainers badges in this episode. And yeah, this area we hadn't got to before. It's very, very well hidden indeed. But we got there in the end. Right, let's check our quest log and decide where next. So it looks like of the Eccria quests, handing in Heartbreak in the city is the only one left. So let's think about the options. Do we have any kind of list of notes that we can review? Okay, so we do have these items. which are relevant to this quest. There was a note found inside the atomic heart indicating a debt owed to some kind of merchant, and bearing in mind any of this could have been planted, the empty socket was very, very undamaged. That might be significant. And the glass was smashed from the inside, which means that whoever did this was able to gain access. I have to say, it's kind of looking like the machinist might be the person, because they would have the skills to access the little sockety thing without causing any damage. They would have the skills to, or rather they'd have the clearance to access that central chamber without needing to break inside. I think that might be the person we're going to point the finger at. Sandip says, "Hello. What can I do for you, Sable?" Make an accusation. Who's the culprit then? I'm going to accuse machinist Hamza. I detail how Hamza owed money to the merchants, how he had stolen the core and tried to construct a scene in the atomic heart. He sold the power core in the Sarai market, but not before his workshop had been ransacked. Our own machinist, I can't believe it. That scoundrel. I'll go and arrest him immediately. I mean, do your own investigation, don't just trust me, I'm a kid. I'll be taking him to the jailhouse outside of town. After that, the witnesses can adjudicate his fate. Thanks for your help with this. One last thing for your troubles. Take care, Sable. Oh, badges and badges and badges. And that's another quest now complete. I think it's time to move on from Eccria. We've been here a while. So I could go and investigate this big thing here. Or I could do one of the many quests. The thing about these quests is it can be quite hard to distinguish between the ones that you just kind of accumulate gradually and the ones where you actually want to sort of head towards a thing. Where's Seven Sisters Station? Is that nearby? That is quite close, but it's on the other side of this thing. I feel like this thing is probably where we should be. Let's pop a marker in there. We do still have a marker over there. I don't know why I placed that. Maybe that was a thing I couldn't climb yet. I may be able to climb it now. I'm going to go and check that out. So it's the red marker, which I guess is it's probably those two pillars over there. I imagine I probably put a marker on that. Well, let's go to the top of this thing and get a better look. In fact, there is a chum egg here anyway, so let's have that. So yeah, it does look like I placed it on the top of those two things. And to be honest, I'm not seeing much in the way of ledges on the way up those. So I still think I'd struggle to climb it. So I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to have a look around, see if there's any other obvious chums on top of platforms. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so did I set... So I set a blue marker there. I want to go towards that, which is over in that direction, towards our quest. Okay, let's drop down, and then we'll get on our bike. Oh, I see some more pickupables. I know how to recognise a pomegranate now. Alright, looks like this big thing ahead is the red item that we saw on the map. It is indeed very large. I wonder if this is going to take a while to explore. Let's have a cursory look at the very least. It is called the Whale. Alright. It's fairly imposing. Is it safe? It feels like there's a lot to be seen here. Yeah, it looks like maybe it's like a factory for building ships. Interesting. I'm just going to walk around on foot for a bit. This door looks like it's probably not openable. Seeing some red lines along the floor. So maybe this is something that I can power up. Maybe if I go to one end of this, I'll find something that I can then use to activate something at the other end. Oh, okay, this is going to a big door. Right, okay. So what's at the other end of it? Alright, looks like it's just a button. Is this going to be timed? Let's take the ship just in case. Oh, it is timed, yeah. It's cool, we're in. Okay, so what can we do now we're in here? We can certainly pick up this little chum-chum. Hidden behind a wall. And yeah, I think getting up high is probably what we want to do right now. Climbable wall. Up. Jumped off too early. Can pick up a little bit of scrap. And let's see what else we've got up here. Oh, there was a ladder. Could have climbed the ladder all along. This is a pickup. I think this will probably just have some money in it. And here's a button. What does this activate? That reopens the door. Okay, so that's how I get back out. But surely there's got to be something else in this room as well. It can't just have been for a small amount of money and a piece of scrap metal. I mean, this machine in the middle here looks like it's got to be useful for something. Don't know, maybe that is really it. A little bit disappointing if so. Okay. Well, let's press the button and get ourselves out of here. Okay, so that's that little mystery that's solved. Let's find out what else is in here. Okay, so there's some green and red. Oh, that's going to be a jumping puzzle, isn't it? There's a chum up there. Let's just have a quick peek over here. Doesn't look like there's anything down there. Alright, let's make our way up here, because it looks like there's some jumping puzzle stuff we can do. None of these walls want to be climbed, which is awkward. How do I get myself involved with that little puzzle? Ah, ladder. Perfect. I feel like I'm hearing something somewhere nearby. Is it a chum making noise? Can't see anything. Alright, so if I want to get involved in climbing, I guess I can probably climb up the side of one of those things. I will just explore this little plateau before we commit ourselves. Oh, there's an openable door. Ah, see, now I've allowed myself to get distracted and I'm probably off doing some completely separate... Oh, that's Sarin, actually. Okay, yeah, so this is probably somewhere worth being. Let's talk. I encounter a strange, luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. New user found. Hello, please enter your new username. Now, we've done this before, Sarin. I find myself whispering my own name. It suddenly feels odd in my mouth, like this is the first time I've said it aloud. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. I ask the mysterious figure about themselves. I am this ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and informational nexus, but you can call me Sarin. I ask Sarin what they're doing here. I'm not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I'm attempting to access ship records. Sarin goes still for a moment. Transferring ship's log to your inbox. No unread messages. Okay, goodbye. Alright, so this particular meeting with Sarin doesn't have anything to give me. We have a locked looking door, on the other side of which is maybe some ship parts. Might be an upgrade waiting for me there. There's definitely a chum waiting for me over here. There is a locked looking door over here, inside which there might be an outfit perhaps. So my suspicion here is if we look at this quest, I should look for more of Saren's terminals. Once we complete this, I suspect that will give us access to that room over there for the new bike parts and this room over here for the new outfit. But right now there's nothing much I can do. So let's make our way back to the previous room. I think the next thing that's going to present itself is that jumping puzzle, but I think that will have to wait until the next episode. So that is where we will end today. I hope you'll join me for the next episode of Sable. Bye bye.